Hey everyone, I'm Chris Shipley, and I'm here to share my story, my comeback, and my journey. Back in 2017, I took my first step towards change by joining Farrells Extreme Body Shaping. It was a decision that unknowingly prepared me for the fight of my life. And shortly after completing that program, I was diagnosed with esophageal cancer. For 7 grueling months, I fought for my life, day by day, moment by moment. By the grace of God, I was spared and given a second chance. And I didn't waste it. For the next 3 years, I worked out every single day, pushing myself to level 10. I was unstoppable, or so I thought. Somewhere along the line, life got in the way and I started to lose focus. But here's the thing. I'm back, stronger, hungrier, and more determined than ever. This time I'm taking Farrells 10-week challenge and I'm inviting you to come along for the ride. So each week I'm going to share my progress, every struggle, every triumph, every goal I crush. Together we'll talk about how I stay motivated, overcome setbacks, and I keep pushing forward. And if you've ever felt like giving up or wondered if it's too late to start again, I want to be living proof that it's never too late. So join me, tune in each week as I chase my goals and hopefully inspire you to chase yours too. Let's do this together because second chances are worth fighting for. I'll see you out there. Let's make it count. All right, everyone. This is Chris Shipley. This is my first recording of my upcoming Old Man Strength Challenge. So just to give everybody a little bit of background here, I am joining Farrells starting on January 11th to do their 10-week body shaping challenge. So what I'd like to do with today's video is kind of give you an idea of what we're going to do on this blog, and talk a little bit about my expectations, what I need to do, and a little bit of background about my story. So let's go ahead and start with a little bit of background. And we'll kind of go through these slides from the opening that you guys just watched. If you're seeing the screen here, the one on the left was me probably at my heaviest in 2007. I was 460 pounds and was wearing a size 60 waist, a 6X shirt. And then the picture on the right is, I think, like a week before I went in for my first procedure for gastric bypass. I was at a friend's birthday party and this photo was snapped. Being fully transparent here, I was probably closest to the worst. Well, there's no doubt. I was in the worst shape of my entire life. I couldn't bend over. I couldn't tie my shoes. There were a lot of things that I just couldn't do. And it was time for a change. So I had gastric bypass surgery. I once got down to 199 pounds, believe it or not. And was able to, to get healthy. I was walking, I was running, I had my eating under control, obviously. I felt great. And then, no excuse, I kind of just fell back into some old habits. Now, not necessarily overeating. I've always tried to eat healthier since then. But I got divorced and then I met Stacy and we moved to Norwalk and I lost a job. And there's where I started to gain some weight back. I went back and worked at Wells Fargo and gained a bunch of weight and because I was just unhappy. And then in 2017, I was joined Farrells for my first time. It was the summer of 2017. I was at that time 320 pounds. I had just gotten back from a vacation with Stacy and some friends, and I couldn't walk very well. And I just told her I was never going back to doing that. I didn't want to be I didn't want to be back where I was in this previous photos. So 2017, I joined Farrells and finished the 10-week challenge. And 3 weeks later, was diagnosed with cancer. I diagnosed as esophageal cancer in stage 2. I went through 6 weeks of chemo, 6 weeks of radiation, and then surgery, which you can see these photos here, was after my surgery. After recovery and getting back on my feet, I rejoined Farrells, and for the next 3 years, worked out every day. Tried as best as I could to watch what I was eating. And in 2020, when COVID hit, all you could do really was do nothing. So I worked out every day and ate right. And this picture on the right here, I was probably at my lowest weight since gastric bypass. I was at 250 there. I was 10 pounds away from the goal that I had set. And then I got COVID and I hurt my foot, and I just kind of started ballooning back there. This is my certificate of when I finished chemo. And then over the years, I did stick with Farrells. It was the best program that I had ever went through. I was so motivated that my wife joined with me, my sister-in-law, my best friends Tim and Sarah, and Angela, one of my best friends. Even to the point where Caitlin joined with me and she won the $1,000 challenge, and I was able to coach her to $1,000. And this is what I kind of looked like when I was working out, and I was really proud of how hard I worked. But I had always said when I would work hard, and I'd like, man, I wish that I could take what I was doing when I had gastric bypass and had my eating fully under control and whatever, and add it to this. And I just never could do that. And as you can see, Caitlin won the $1,000. So I was super proud of her for that. And then, so I was really working really hard. I was into it. It was a great program. I had great friends. But like I said, I hurt my foot and started to go to a different gym that was a little less kickboxing and things like that. Over on the right here was I was going at like 5:30 in the morning. I was obsessive about it. And then it just kind of fell off. But now that I'm on this new eating program, I've lost 50 pounds in 2024. And now it's time to take the eating patterns that I'm at now and go back to Farrells. So I'm super excited to do that. And like I said, full disclosure, the 10-week challenge starts on the 11th. I am going to document all of my progress. I'm going to document my weigh-in, my weekly exercises. I'll check in with my coaches. We'll film all that. I'm going to hold myself 100% accountable. And I want people to be able to watch and see what Farrells can do for us, and continue to add to my progress. So what are my keys to success here? Doing this before, I've realized that there's, you just can't go through the motions. So here are my keys to success for the Old Man Strength challenge. Number one is I got to drink my water every day. It's super hard for me to do that. I can't just drink plain water. Crazy as it sounds, when I got COVID, there is an issue with my lungs, and it feels like there's water sitting on my lungs. So I have to get it in. Biggest thing is when I was working in the basement and my knees were hurting so bad that I'd pee, I'd have to get up, I'd have to walk up the stairs. I just stopped doing it. But water is the key. Number one key is to get my water every day. Never skip leg day. Sucks. Leg day sucks. They push you hard there. One of the guys that I used to work out with said, it doesn't get any easier. You just get stronger. So that's a huge, huge thing to remember. Is I got to track calories. Number 3, got to track my calories. So what I've done is I found this super great app called Lose It. I can track all of my calories. It's got my daily calorie intake in there. So got to record every single thing that I eat, put it in there. It's not any fun, but if I want to be healthy here, this is what I got to do. So track my calories, number 3, sorry. Get my protein in. Got to get my protein in. That is a huge thing to do. And then obviously that last one there was stay positive. There's going to be days where I'm not going to want to go. There's going to be days that I'm tired, I'm sore. Those are the days that I'm going to rely on all of you. Not for you to push me, but for me to not disappoint you. And not disappoint Stacy and the kids and things like that. So, actually, the 10-week challenge starts on the 11th, but I get to go for a week starting on Monday. I'll be going to the 4:30 class on the Southside location. You can check out Farrells at the Southside and the EP True Parkway locations. That's the group that's working with me. But obviously, any of the Farrells will do great for you. So, with that, I hope you guys follow along, subscribe to all the other Three Beards Media's podcasts and stuff like that. We'll talk a little bit about it on like Father, like Daughter, and like Old Man Strength. But I'll be posting these snippets every week, 2 or 3 times, on location, on site, things like that. So with that, let's make 2025 our bitch.